evil tool. Why is there such a truly malevolent power out to destroy everything? Because they want to control everything. So they need to what is it? Problem, reaction, solution, right? Problem, reaction, solution. If you can't control something as well, then instead of letting it letting your enemy take control of that asset, you destroy it, right? One of the best examples we have is during the Gulf War, right? The first Gulf War. Okay, the first Gulf War, the United States gave a wink to Saddam Hussein, saying, implying that they were okay with Saddam Hussein taking over Kuwait, right? And then what happened was that once he went in there, the full propaganda machine in the Western world kicked into high gear. It was insane, right? If you want to know how insane it was, we've mentioned this before, look into incubator babies. Incubator babies. Look that up and look into the history of it, and look into who was behind it, and look into the validity of it, and you all of a sudden you'll just, and look into the footage. Like, really, if you're going to look into incubator babies from Gulf War I, look into the newscast from CNN, ABC, and all these Western propaganda institutions, right? Arms of the military industrial complex, really, how they broadcast that information. It was crazy, right? So as soon as that kicked into gear, Saddam Hussein realized, oh shit, they shouldn't have believed the United States when they said they didn't really care if Saddam Hussein took over Kuwait or not. And he realized that he opened the Pandora's box, and there was going to be a price to be paid, and he had to pull out of Kuwait. And the United States, with the help of Israel and Saudi Arabia and the Gulf states and European states and Western world, really, was going to attack them. So what Saddam Hussein did, instead of handing over the oil fields that they occupied, as they were pulling out, they burned everything, right? They burned the oil wells, they blew up the pipelines, they burned everything. If you look at the footage, you'll see, and Herzog, whatever his name is, he did a documentary, and it looks like sci-fi. It's just crazy. These oil wells that are just burning, and the sound, it was like, if it wasn't so devastating, it would be beautiful, right? But Saddam Hussein, by doing that, was telling the world, look, this isn't about what's right, what's wrong, why we did this, why the Kuwaiti regime is not, it's just a installed regime, puppet regime, why all this. He told the world they're doing this because of the oil, because of energy, and instead of handing it over to their enemies, he burned it all down. And that is why these people are burning it all down. That's why they're burning it all down.